Yes, good morning students. We are discussing statistics chapter. Okay, in the last class what we discussed actually in statistics part, what we learned in the ninth standard about the basics of the statistics, right? No, so data, what is data? Collection of data, primary data, secondary data, that grouped data, ungrouped data, what is the range of the data, then how to find out the class mark, so then what is the class size. So we discussed these basic concept and we learned one more new topic, that is mean of grouped data. Yesterday we discussed mean concept. So there are three measures of central tendency, you all know: mean, median and mode. Okay, so in that yesterday we discussed actually mean of grouped data. So to find mean, actually in your textbook you have three methods: direct methods, assumed mean method and step deviation method. But for this year, the two methods, step deviation method and assumed method, assumed mean method, actually deleted. Only one method is given, that is direct method. So what is the direct method? Just one class interval and one frequency is given actually. So you have to find the class mark of that class interval. Then you have to multiply that frequency with that class mark. Then you will get Fi Xi column. Okay. So you all know what is the mean formula. Mean, which is equal to summation of Fi Xi divided by summation of Fi. So you have to add that Fi Xi column. Then you have to substitute that Fi Xi in the formula. Okay, so then you will get the mean of grouped data. Is that clear, students? I think homework is not over. It's okay. You are writing the test, no? So that's why I'm giving the excuse. So that's why today I'm not going to discuss the first exercise. First, we'll finish the chapter. Okay, so mean, median, mode we'll finish once. So anyhow, for this last, when the test will over, students? Actually, you have Tuesday your test will over, no? Anyhow, Sunday you can spend one half an hour or 1 hour to complete the homework. Okay. So today I am not going to ask the homework for you people, because today evening one more test you have to write. It's okay. Yes, nice paper. Oh, nice paper. Thank you. Very easy paper actually. Okay. Okay. See, we'll continue with the next measure of central tendency. First, we'll finish mean, median, mode concepts, how to solve the problems. Then we'll work out all the exercise one by one. Okay, one by one. We'll finish that exercise. So, yesterday we learned mean of grouped data. Today, we are going to learn the second, that is mode, not median. Okay, so today we are going to discuss mode of grouped data. In the textbook it is mode only for the second topic, like textbook only we are coming. Okay, so that is mode of grouped data. Actually, you have discussed mode of only ungrouped data in the previous year, right? So you have discussed previous year mode concept, in the sense very easy, that is a fixed mark. 1 mark, you can keep it in pocket. This dialogue is repeated dialogue in our class now actually. So you can keep this 1 mark in your pocket. Okay, so mode of the ungrouped data. But this year, you are going to discuss the mode of grouped data. So you are going to learn one new topic today. It's a very nice topic. Okay. So before going to start mode of grouped data, let us recall once mode of ungrouped data. Okay. So already I have written one grouped data problem. Okay. Don't see that now. So just listen. We have one example problem in your textbook. What is that example problem actually? The wickets taken by a bowler in 10 cricket matches are as follows. Okay. So the wickets taken by a bowler in 10 cricket matches are as follows. I'll write the data here. The data are like this: 2, 6, 4, 5, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. Total, this is a 10 cricket matches. One bowler, okay. So he got the wickets. In the first cricket match, 2 wickets. Second cricket match, 6 wickets. Okay. For third cricket match, 4 wickets. Then fourth cricket match, 5 wickets. Fifth cricket match, 0 wickets. Then sixth, 2 wickets. 1, 3, 2, like that. This data is given actually. So what we have to find here? Find the mode of the data. Find the mode of the data. Can anyone tell me what is the mode of this data? What is the mode of this data? What is the mode of this data, students? This is not a grouped data. This is ungrouped actually. 10 cricket matches wicket numbers are given. Okay, one bowler. Actually, the wickets taken by a bowler. Wickets taken by a bowler. Okay, which is the mode? Yeah, I got the answer from Nikhil Aregade. Yes, all are sending that 2. Why 2 is the data? Why 2 is mode of the data? In the first match, 2 wickets. Again, in the sixth match, 2 wickets. Again, in the ninth match, 2 wickets. So, 2, 2, 2 repeated 3 times. Okay. So, 2, 2, 2 repeated 3 times. In the sense, 2 is having the highest frequency. Actually, in the textbook, they have prepared the frequency distribution table. Here, we are going to solve the problem directly. So, how to prepare frequency distribution table? Just you have to take the wickets. Okay, first is 0 wicket. Wicket ತಗೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಇರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ವಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. 0 wickets. Next to one match ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 wicket. Next to 2 wickets. Next to 3 wickets. 4, 5, 6 wickets. Here the 6 is highest now. 6 wickets. So 0 ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? 0 ಅನ್ನೋದು 1 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. Okay, 1 ಅನ್ನೋದು only 1 match. 2 ಅನ್ನೋದು 3 match ಅಲ್ಲಿ he got 2 wickets. Okay, 3 is 2 times. Then 4 is 1 time. 5 is 1 time. 6 is 1 time. So here, which is having the highest frequency? This 2 is having the highest frequency, that is 3. So that's why, which is the mode of the data? Mode of the data is 2. This is a 1 marks question in the 9th standard now. So it's a very easy concept. This is a mode of the ungrouped data. This year, you are going to study mode of grouped data. Okay, mode of grouped data. So what is that grouped data? Mode of grouped data? Class interval, class intervals. Okay, grouping in the sense class interval. Now you just observe, we have one problem related to grouped data. So here family size is given, number of families are given. Okay, so here the data is 1 to 3 members family, number of families 7. Only 1 to 3 members are there in the family. Okay. Next to 3 to 5 members are in the family. 3 members or 4 members or 5 members. Okay. So 8 families. 5 to 7. Okay. That is 2 families. 7 to 9. That is 2 families. 9 to 11 members. That is 1 family. Okay. So then how to take this one? So how to find out the mode of this one? So mode will be always lie on the highest frequency. So actually the mode we have to decide about on the basis of highest frequency. But here when we observe the highest frequency, number of families in the sense this is frequency column now. Yes, number of families. See here when we observe this number of families column 7, 8, 2, 2, 1. Which is the highest number actually? 8 is the highest number. So now this is the 8 is the highest number in the sense here we'll get 3 to 5 as a number. 3 to 5 as number, right now? But we cannot give the mode as 3 to 5. We cannot give the class interval as 3 to 5 mode. Okay. What we have to do is we have to decide the mode with the help of this highest frequency and related class interval. What we call for this class interval, highest frequency class interval. Always remember one thing, mode is always lies in this class interval only. Okay, which the frequency is highest, no? That related class interval, in that only mode will be present. So that class interval is called as modal class. First important word, modal class. So admit Karthik Indra. Modal class. How to decide? First very important work is you have to identify the modal class in the grouped data. How to find out the modal class in the grouped data? Modal class will be decided on the highest frequency. So here 8 is the highest number. For that modal class interval is 3 to 5. So therefore class interval modal class is 3 to 5. Okay. So mode will be live in this class interval only. Now we have to search. Then which is the mode? Okay, how to find out the mode? So to get the mode, we have one small formula. We have one relationship. So what is that formula? Let us learn the formula first, then how to solve the problem. See, first very important, you have to concentrate modal class. How to get modal class? Depending upon the highest frequency. Is that clear, students? Now, so we have to discuss the formula related to modal class. So that is mode is equal to, what is the formula to find out mode? Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Very small formula. Okay, no need to worry. After practicing, you will get the idea of this formula. Formula is mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0, F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So then, this is a new formula, right? Mataji, we are having confusion. What is L? What is F1? What is F0? Then F2, H. Some students, they have got the idea that H is class size. Always we are fixing H as class size. Okay, H is class size. Okay, correct. What about the L? What is L stands for? Can anyone guess the answer? Don't see the textbook. Okay. If you see the textbook, it is clear actually. Huh? Yes. L is lower limit. Modal class. L is lower limit. Modal class. L is modal class. No, not modal class. L stands for the lower limit of the modal class. L stands for the lower limit of the modal class. See here, let us introduce this formula to you. So this is a formula house. Many members are there, no? Let us introduce the members. First member is L. L is nothing but lower limit of the modal class. You are having the idea of the upper limit and lower limit, right? So, in the class interval 3 to 5, this is called as upper limit and this is called as lower limit, right? Which is upper limit and which is lower limit? Yes, fatafat, tell me first. So, which is upper limit and which is lower limit here? In the 3 to 5, which is upper limit and which is lower limit? Fatafat. Hello? Yeah, 3 is a lower limit. It is clear, my students. So, always we have to take this first one as lower limit and this second one as upper limit. Is that clear? Yes, this is lower limit, this is upper limit. So, here we have to take L is the lower limit of the modal class only. So, we cannot choose any one class interval. First, we have to select the modal class. Then we have to list out all these. Okay, L stands for the lower limit of the modal class. Then let us go to H first. H stands for class size. It is very clear. H stands for the class size. Is that clear? Yes, H stands for the class size. Now, 3 characters are there inside the bracket. Which are the 3 characters? F1, F0, F2. F1, F0, F2. So, 3 characters. What is F1 actually? F1 yaru, F0 yaru, F2 yaru. So, can anyone guess F1? F1 is 8. Some students are sending that F1 is 8. Yes. F1 is 8 in the sense F1 is nothing but frequency of the modal class. F1 is exactly frequency of the modal class. Frequency of modal class. So, ನೀವು modal class na select ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ ಅದರ frequency F1 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Next, F0. It is clear. F1 na ಹಿಂದಿಂದು. F0 in the sense, so frequency of the modal class, preceding frequency. Preceding, succeeding. Do you know the word preceding, succeeding? So preceding in the sense hindindu, succeeding in the sense next term. So we are fixing this one as F1. See here students, F1. F1 is the exact frequency of the modal class. Then F0 is the frequency of the preceding model class. Clear? Preceding F0. F2 is the frequency of the succeeding model class. Is that clear? F1 stands for the exact frequency of the model class. F0 is preceding frequency of the model class and F2 is the succeeding frequency of the model class. So this is about the formula. But here one thing, 2 into F1. Got the idea now? So first, whenever you have to solve the problem, you have to list out this L, F1, F0, F2 and H. So if you list out these data properly, then it is a very easy problem. So let us introduce the formula once in the page. Okay, I'll share one page, you just see that one. Okay, here we have the formula. You just go through that here. M0 stands for mode. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 divided minus F2 into H. Got the idea of this formula, students? This formula we are going to use to find the mode of the group data. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay, so where L stands for lower limit of the model class. L stands for lower limit of the model class. H stands for size of the class interval. Okay, size of the class interval. In bracket something is given, assuming all class sizes to be equal. So that is very important. So we have to note that all the class size must be equal. Class sizes must be equal. Okay, next to F1, frequency of the model class. Frequency, exact frequency of the model class. F0, frequency of the class preceding the model class. Preceding, Hindi. Okay, frequency of the class preceding the model class. Then F2, frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Is that clear, students? This is about the mode formula. So now what we have to do is we have to work out the problem. Very simple problem. Can we work out the problem now? Yes, this page is enough now. I will share this page. Okay. So while writing the notes, first you have to write mode which is equal to this formula and you have to write this one also. Okay. Abbreviations you have to write. Yes. Now let us go back to the problem part. So we have one problem here. Here, let us solve this problem. The question is, let us discuss the question now. See here, example 5. We are discussing example 5. A survey conducted on 20 households in a locality by a group of students resulted in the following frequency table for the number of family members in a household. Okay, so family size is given 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9 and 9 to 11. So all the class size must be same. Okay, the number of families, that is 7, 8, 2, 2, 1. Frequency table is also given. Find the mode of this data. Find the mode of this data. What is the first step? We have to guess the model class first. First, just you have to observe the model class. How to find out the model class? Which is the highest number here? 8 is the highest frequency here. For that, model class is, okay, model class. First, we have to write model class. Model class is 3 to 5. Is that clear, students? Yes, model class is 3 to 5. I got the idea of that model class is 3 to 5. Now we have to list out the characters for the formula. First is L. So now let us take L. L stands for lower limit of the model class. Model class is 3 to 5. Here lower limit is 3, upper limit is 5. So L is 3 now. L is 3. Got the idea of this one? Yes. Next we'll take F1. Next we'll write F1. F1 stands for the frequency of the model class. Frequency is 8. Okay. Next F0. So F0 is preceding. Okay. The model class preceding the model class, that is 7. Next F2. F2 is equal to 2. Succeeding modal class. F2 is equal to 2. Succeeding the modal class. Okay. Next last one is size. H. H stands for the class size. 1, 2, 3. That is 3 minus 1 is 2. Class size is 2. Class size is 2. Is that clear, students? Yes. Class size is 2. Now what is the remaining work? We have to write the formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now just a substitution work. Mode is equal to L. What is L here? 3 plus. Okay. Now F1 is 8 minus F0 is 7 divided by 2 into F1 is 8 minus F0 is 7 minus F2 is 2 into H is 2. This is the very important work, students. Okay, the problem is look like very simple, but while substituting, you have to be very careful. Is that clear? So next step, mode which is equal to, take this 3 as it is. Now let us operate this bracket first. 8 minus 7 is 1 divided by 8 2s are 16 minus 7 minus 2. What is the answer? Minus 9. Okay, into 2. Got the idea of this step? Okay, so what is the next step? Mode which is equal to 3 plus. So 3 plus. So 1 divided by 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9, huh?
7.
7. Okay, 1 divided by 7 into 2. 1 divided by 7 into 2. Oh, sorry, here not 7, 2. 1 divided by 7 into 2. What is the answer now? What is the answer now? 3 plus 2 by 7 now. Mode which is equal to, here 3 plus here cross multiplication is not possible in the sense 2 by 7. Now take the LCM and add this one fast. So what is the answer for this question? 3 plus 2 by 7. Mode is equal to, here we'll continue. Mode is equal to 3 plus 2 by 7. Or you can do one thing. Okay, so you can divide 2 by 7. For that you can add 3 also. So that is your part. How you will add, that is left to you. You can keep this 3 as it is. You can divide 2 by 7 also. Then 2 by 7 what you will get? For that you have to add 3. What is the answer now? Yes, I am waiting. Tell me fast. Vaishnavi V. Total answer is 3.28. Total answer is 3 point. Final answer is 3.28. In the sense here 3 plus, what is the answer for 2 by 7, students? 0.28. Yes, 0.28. 0.28, that is 3.28. Mode is equal to 3.28. Is that clear, students? Yes. So after adding also you can divide, or you can divide to this 2 by 7, then you can add 3 also. Is that clear? Got the idea of this problem, students? Very easy sum. Mode. This is the way of solving the mode for a grouped data. Is that clear? Do you have any doubts, confusion in this mode of grouped data? Can we work out one more problem now? Yes, let us work out one more problem now. Yes. This is left to you only. So we'll work out one more problem. Yes. Example 6 only we'll work out. For that example 6, they have not given the data. They are mentioning the table 14.3. Let us see the table 14.3. We have the textbook now. Actually, here table 14.3, because I am referring this old one single textbook. You are having the part 1, part 2. No? So in that I think chapter namings and all change. Okay, you just go through that one. So the marks distribution of 30 students in a mathematics examination are given in table 14.3. In my textbook it is 14.3 of example 1. Find the mode of this data Also compare and interpret the mode and the mean. Okay, so compare mode and mean. They are telling that mode and mean. Later we'll discuss that comparison of mode and mean. First we'll concentrate. Today's class is mode of the group data. No? So we'll work out the mode of this data. First let us write down the data. We have to copy from the table. Which table that is? Which chapter table actually? I'll keep this formula as it is. Okay. So, in your textbook, Akshay, what is the number? 13.3, table 13.3. Okay. In my textbook, it is table 14.3. Okay. So, I am going to use that table 14.3. 14.3. Yes, 14.3. This one, no? Class interval and number of students are given, no? Yes. Let us copy that one. Class interval, then number of students, F. Okay, so let us copy this one. 10 to 25, 2, 25 to 40, 3, then 40 to 55, 7, then 55 to 70, frequency is 6. Let us erase this one, later we'll write one more time. Then 55 to 70 over, 70 to 85, is 6. Then 85 to 100, This is the data actually. Table 13.3 in the sense this one only now in your textbook. Yeah, for this table we have to find the mode of the data. Actually, we'll finish the question. So mode of the data, okay. Yes, find the mode of this data. We have to find the mode of this data. See here we have the class interval 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70. So then 70 to 85, 85 to 100. Okay. Okay. So right now students, so this is the data actually. So we have to find out the mode of this data. What is the first work? We have to find out the modal class, right? So which is the modal class now? 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6. So 7 is the highest number. Which is the modal class now? 40 to 55. So modal class is equal to 40 to 55. First work is over. Now let us write L. L is the lower limit of the modal class, that is 40. Lower limit of the modal class is 40. Now F1, we'll write F1. F1 is exactly frequency of the modal class, that is 7. Then F0, F0. F0 is 7 Hindindu preceding, that is 3. Then F2. So F2 is succeeding the modal class, that is frequency succeeding the modal class in the sense, that is 6. Then last one is H, size of the class interval. What is the size of the class interval here? So what is the size of the class interval? 15. 25 minus 10 is 15. Is that clear, students? So we got all the data. So now we'll write the formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Is that clear? This is the formula. Now we have to substitute the value. Mode is equal to L is 40 plus F1 is 7 minus F0 is 3 divided by 2 into F1 is 7 minus F0 is 3 minus F2 is 6, okay, into height is 15. Got the idea of this substitution? Yes. Now next step, mode is equal to, keep this 40 up to last step. Okay, so you have to maintain this 40 up to last step. When we have to finish, first we have to operate this side. So after completing the process, then we have to add that answer to this 40. Okay. So now 7 minus 3 is 4 divided by 7 2s are 14 minus here 6 minus 3 is 9 into 15. Okay, into 15. So now what is the next step? Mode is equal to, can I work out here? Yes, mode which is equal to 40 plus here 4 divided by 14 minus 9 how much? 14 minus 9 is 5, no? Yes, 5 into 15. Now you just observe cross multiplication. 5 ones are 5 threes are. It is a very simple problem, no? 5 ones are 5 threes are. Therefore 40 plus 4 threes are 12. Is that clear? 4 threes are 12. Very simple problem. Now 40 plus 12, that is 52. Very simple answer. Mode is equal to 52. Mode is equal to 52. Is that clear, students? Yes, very easy topic, no? Mode? Yes. So you will get the mode question in 3 marks part. So one question from statistics, that is mode, mean or median. So most of the question paper, mode you can observe. Okay, mode. Sometimes options will be given for this question. One mode question and one median question, or one mean question or one mode question, like that. Okay. Yes, this is about the mode of the group data. So if you are having any confusion, you can discuss now. Otherwise, we'll end the class. Is that clear, students? So today we have got the idea of mode. Tomorrow we'll discuss median. Then we'll discuss all the homeworks related to median, mode and mean. Is that clear? Then one more last OGU concept is there. That is last part. Okay, 3 to 4 periods we need. At least for the discussion of homework and all, we have to spend one day. No, all the exercise questions are very easy only. Mean, median, mode. Anyhow, you have got the idea of mean and mode, no? And tomorrow you will get the idea of median also. Then afterwards, you have to work out 3 exercises. See, exercise is heavy because problem is big problem. Solution is small. But writing the problem takes time. Okay? Yes. If you are having any confusion, you can ask now. Yes, let us discuss. Do you have any problems in mode concept? Yes. Hello students. I'm waiting for your response. Do you have any concept? 1 second. ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನು ಪನ್ನಗ ಓಕೆ ಪನ್ನಗ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಪನ್ನಗ side over then question Mataji, if 2 class intervals have same frequency, what we have to do? That is called as multimodal class. Actually, if the 2 classes having the same frequency, so that is called as multimodal class. So multimodal class, this year they have concentrate only on single modal class. Is that clear, students? Single modal class. It is given in your textbook starting mode of group data. It is mentioned actually. If the 2 frequencies are same, then it is called as multimodal class. Okay. 2 class intervals are called as modal class, no? So then that situation is called as multimodal class, but it is difficult for this formula. So that's why in this 10th standard, they have concentrate only on the single modal class. Okay. So no need to about the multimodal class. They will be given only one frequency of highest frequency. Only one highest frequency will be given. It is not given the 2 frequency of the same time. Is that clear? So it is clearly mentioned in your textbook. Okay, multimodal class anta karitara adanna, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಲ್ಟಿಮೋಡಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. So that's why we will discuss only single modal class. Is that clear, students? Yes. Mataji, yesterday's notes. Yes, yesterday's notes I'll send. Yesterday's notes will send. Okay. Yes. Mataji, if modal class is in first class interval or last class interval, what we have to take in place of 0 and F0 and F2. So they will be give the problem in the trick only. So we need F0 and F2. That's why they will give the frequency in the middle or in the not in the last or first. Okay. So problem will be given in the plan only, given by the plan only. Is that clear? We need F0 and F2 properly. So that's why they will be given the highest frequency in the middle or something else. Okay. So no need to worry about that one. Next. What happened? Yeah. Yesterday's notes I'll send. Yesterday's notes I'll send, students. Okay. So do you have any doubts? You're asking nice questions, huh? I think yesterday's test for some students, 50% students, yesterday's test superb. And for the remaining, it's again 0 only. Huh? Yes. Tomorrow we'll discuss median. Okay.